guys, so today we're going to be talking about 1.4, and this is rewriting equations and formulas. We have a vocab word. If you notice, there's a fill in the blank. This says an equation that has two or more variables is called a linear equation. To write a linear equation, solve for one variable in terms of the other variable or variables. Remember, a variable is just a letter. That's what variable means. So they're going to tell you which one we're solving for. On the first two, or these first three, this example one, we're going to solve for y. So if we want y by itself, we have to get rid of everything else that is on that side of the equation as y. So if you take a look here, we have a 5x. We're going to do the opposite because it is a positive 5x, so the opposite would be to subtract. So I'm going to subtract 5x on both sides. Those cancel out, and you're left with y equals. You cannot combine the 6 and the negative 5x because they are not like terms. The negative 5 has an x, and the 6 does not. So what I'm just going to do is rewrite what we have vertically, horizontally. That is a negative 5x, positive 6, positive 6. We are good. So that is our final answer for the first one. For the second one, I'm going to do the same thing, draw my line. I'm going to solve for y. So the first thing I need to get rid of is this x. It is a 6x, a positive 6x, so I'm going to subtract. I am left with a negative 3y. Once again, we cannot combine the 6 and the negative 6x because this 6 up top does not have an x. So I'm going to rewrite what I have vertically, horizontally. So I always want to put my x first because we will talk about y equals mx plus b. I think you guys have talked about this last year, but we always want to put the x first in our equation. Okay, so then we still don't have our y by itself. The y has a negative 3 attached to it through multiplication. So the opposite of multiplication is division. So I am dividing each side by negative 3. Let me change my colors here real quick. So now we're dividing by negative 3. We're going to use something called the heart-shaped method. So I'm dividing both terms by negative 3. So see how it makes a little heart right there? So what I'm going to do is those negative 3's cancel out. We have negative 6 divided by negative 3. You get a positive 2. Bring down your x. You have a positive 6 divided by a negative 3, which will give you a negative 2. And that is your answer for that one. So the heart-shaped method just helps you remember to divide both terms by negative 3. Okay, so now we have the last one. And what we're going to do is we want the y, we want the y by itself. So in order to do that, these are attached through multiplication. So I'm going to divide each side by negative 3. The negative 3's cancel out. And if we recall, x is the same thing as saying 1x. So if you want to add a 1 in front of the x, you can. You're more than welcome to. But now, once again, we're going to do the heart-shaped method. We have 1 divided by negative 3, and that does not divide evenly. So you can just leave that as a fraction, negative 1/3 x. See how your 1 still stays in your numerator, and your negative 3 still stays in your denominator. Then the next loop on the heart, 9 divided by negative 3, will give you a negative 3. And that is your final answer for the third one. All right, so now you have these 3 on your own problems. Do whatever your teacher directed you to do, and that's it.